What matters the most for me when I see people learning to dance is the first year.
A lot of them feel like sensual bachata is insulting their culture.
And Dominicans are mixed race. When I came here, I was like, why do people don't dance bachata, really? It's like, there was no bachata parties. There were literally no bachata parties happening.
And what do you think are the bad things that are happening now with such growth?
One guy has molested one girl, and then he has molested another girl. And then the fifth girl has reported the guy.
Yeah.
And then she finds out that 4 more girls have been molested, but they haven't done anything.
And they're dancing very close and intimately and almost kissing and making out with the guys that they're dancing with. How do we actually protect our scene from people who are being now disrespectful? Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another episode of this podcast, The Rasa Show. And I am so excited because I have an amazing guest with me today. And I am so happy to say he's not just an amazing dancer and a teacher. He is also somebody I'd like to call a friend.
Yes.
Yes. And fun fact, even my ex-dance partner. We've done quite a few shows together.
Probably.
Probably. Not probably. For true.
Proudly.
Oh, proudly. Probably. I was like, I have evidence. I have videos everywhere.
We say nothing loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was just told to go loud. To go.
We're gonna tag some videos just as proof I did dance with this man.
Yeah, we have some very nice ones actually.
We have very nice ones. So, who is this man? His name is Peynao. We call him Peynao. And Peynao el Bachatero, also you'll hear a lot. And basically he does a lot of things. He dances a lot of things. He teaches a lot of things, runs a lot of nights. But mostly he's famous for sensual bachata. And I have another fun fact. Mm-hmm. He's my first sensual bachata teacher. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Actually.
You didn't know?
I know that I told you stuff, but I didn't know I was the first.
I knew nothing.
Okay.
Yes, he had this night and he invited me to teach.
She didn't know nothing. She was amazing.
And I pretended. I was like, sure, I can do it. I knew nothing. And slowly, I started learning. But then only when we started doing shows together, he actually taught me most of the sensual things. And then, of course, I continued learning from there. But overall, you were my first.
Oh, it was such a... Well, you taught me so many times, so many things, Rasa.
Oh, thank you.
You're a dancer. She's a dancer. Don't call her salsera, bachatera. She's a dancer. So we learn a lot together.
We learn a lot together.
Hopefully more things come.
Yes. And today, specifically, because he's such an expert in sensual bachata, I thought we actually talk about sensual bachata. It's been taken over in so many places, but in UK and especially in London, it's been crazy how sensual bachata taken over. So the topic is not just about sensual bachata. I thought it would be very interesting to talk about how sensual bachata came to UK, especially because we live in London and we work in UK everywhere. And I thought there's so many new people who come to the scene and they don't actually have a clue.
No, because nowhere is so big,
It's just nobody even knows where it comes from. So before we get into all of the sensual bachata.
Should I get the glasses?
A piece of paper. Tell me first, and all of the audience as well, a little bit about you. So I like people to know how somebody starts dancing.
How I started to
dance.
Okay, so I started to dance basically. I was living in Huelva, southwest Spain, studying university, and my brother took me one day to dance. To meet it was some meeting between people in Sevilla and Huelva for dancing. And he took me there. I was like, this is so cool,
What kind of dancing it was?
Salsa mostly and bachata, And then I was like, I really need to learn this stuff, Funny, I wanted to improve my reggaeton. I got lost in the way with salsa and bachata, And then I went to uni. And in uni, I joined salsa and bachata classes. 45 minutes twice a week.
Oh, interesting.
And then I fell in love with it. And then, I learned in Huelva. And then I moved to Barcelona where I learned a little bit more. And probably my 4th year dancing, I moved to Sevilla. And in Sevilla, I learned very good schools, regular basis, like Sabor a Fuego for salsa, Escuela Rodrigo Torres. For salsa too, Rodrigo Torres was amazing. Carolina Gonzalez, they're amazing teachers, And I met Cork and Judith there. I learned Bachata Sensual with them before they even named it as Bachata Sensual.
Wow.
So it was magic. It was magic, those moments, because then I came here and I was like, why people don't dance barely bachata?
So when did you come to London?
I came a few times actually, because I really wanted to move to the city just to, because everyone goes to London. So it's like traveling to the whole world without having to travel to the whole world. So I wanted to come. I came a few times. I came first to Mambo City Congress. Then I met Tony Lara, and then I went Sexy Latin Festival, and then went again, and then I met Javi Bermeo.
Yeah. Guys, but Tony Lara, whoever is watching, if you don't know Tony Lara, afterwards, after you listen to this podcast or watch this podcast, make sure you check out that name. Yeah. Oh my God, what a character.
Yeah, yes. He's godfather of sensual festivals, really,
yes.
And Sexy Latin Festival was a big moment, actually. That festival, I think it was 2010, probably. I think it was 2010. It was a festival. It was the first time Ataca la Alemana arrived to Europe. And there were Cork and Judith too. Wow. And there was Frank Santos too. There was like pillars of the styles, that many people now they don't know, but these people developed the style, and that many of us, follow after, inspiring ourselves with these people, and are many of the roots and many moves that you do today and you don't even know.
Yes. And so who actually started sensual bachata? Not bachata, but sensual bachata in UK?
In UK, okay. So the first one teaching here in UK were Cork and Judith, because they came,
But they were guest teachers.
They were guest teachers a couple of events, okay, But then I moved here to the UK, beginning 2011,
They moved?
I moved.
You moved.
I moved, and there was barely any bachata going on. It was not just, I don't know why. There was barely any bachata. The promoters didn't like bachata much, So
it was all salsa oriented.
Yeah, so we started to push in bachata with Simon, Julian Mister, like main first teachers doing bachata, and I started to teach Andalusian sensual bachata, So it was very fun.
So is it fair to say that you're one of the first?
Yeah, I mean,
sensual
I'm the first regular instructor here in the UK doing bachata sensual. When I came here, there was nobody dancing bachata sensual, so yeah, I started. So what I told you, what were we talking 5 minutes ago? It was you know. I hope you enjoy the guys.
We were just before we started recording, I was saying that, I have a couple of words that I always use in a video. Like I always say one thing. And he says, I always say on the videos, Now you know. Now you're listening, and now you know. You're fine.
So, yeah.
Listen, so who do you think, in general, if you could say, are the biggest influences in sensual bachata in UK besides you? Like, who really do you think advocates for it?
But what do you mean? Like nowadays or through the whole time?
Through whole time,
when we started, I was the first instructor, but Simon, for example, he was just next to me. He learned the style straight away. We brought the main sensual artists here, we brought them as guests. And Julian straight away started to learn it too. And Biscuit went crazy. At that point, he was not even teacher, but he was like, between the two of them, they were very good in social media. They were like going to all festivals internationally, but here in UK, there was not that much happening. So Biscuit definitely, the guy, he learned it. He's the most passionate guy I've met here in the UK, probably, for Bachata Sensual. But yeah, Simon, Julian, and here in London, Biscuit definitely. And then, with the Musketeers, with Miro and Nick, and then, we came Boss, and Boss, it was a revolution too, really. So John with Pebbles, they really have pushed the style. I mean, there are so many people, really, to be honest, guys. But I'm talking maybe like a core of people who were there, really. Like I have in my team, when we started my classes, because first I started to help Simon with his regular classes. The Mondays one, it's been like longest running that night. And after with Latin Passion Team, Dio, Evelina, Viola, Balito, even DJ Crespo, who is visiting this weekend here. So there's a bunch of people, really. I don't know, but yeah, these people have, like, we were there really pushing it.
Consistent.
And now I'm gonna meet somebody, and somebody's gonna be very upset. So sorry already, in advance.
We love you all the same.
It's just the tension of the cameras,
That's true.
But yeah, there are several groups, definitely. The biggest pillars have become maybe the biggest parties and events that have been running for years now, no? So we were Mondays and Mondays, Bachata Spice Amigos. We were like, that night was amazing. We had like really, really big push for it. The Sundays with the Musketeers, the Saturday Bachata Spice twice, after we did Passion. Now then came also Bachata Keys, no? So these schools have been like the focus ones. After, many schools have joined after. And that's the beauty, is that we started a move and we got people to see what it was. It was like, when I came here, I was like, why do people don't dance bachata, really? Mm-hmm. It's like, there was no bachata parties. There were literally no bachata parties happening. There was the one, a little one, another little one.
You did kind of the hard work, because it's easier now for people to start it, because a lot of people already know what it is, and there's community. But when nothing is there to build a community where you can actually, grow and actually.
That was epic, really.
That takes a lot of guts and credit.
But it's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's like, for me, what I get is, que me quite lo bailado.
Can we have a dance?
Rasa can explain you later, guys, after the video, But it's like, I met so many people. And like, first event we ran was Bachata Stars in UK. And people were like, what's this competition thing? Bachata is too easy. I said, dance with me. I've danced with so many people on the streets next to the clubs that, showed them what bachata was, because they didn't even know the word bachacha. Bachacha. The thing is cha-cha, but then they're going to bachacha because they're trying to make it. That's the big difference of salsa with bachata here, no? Is that people know the word salsa. They don't know what it is.
But now they do.
Now they are learning.
People are not even familiar with salsa as much as bachata, right?
I mean, I would say for the newer generations, many people still come from salsa. Yeah. Because it's a popular word.
But I find a lot of people who dance bachata now, the younger people, they have never started with salsa. Yeah. Now we have a lot of people who come just for the bachata.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Which before you would start with salsa and then you find yourself in bachata. Yeah. And now people just deliberately going for bachata because of the bachata.
And it's amazing, really.
It is. But I have another question for you.
Talk to me.
So if you could say, looking at the difference back then and now, what do you think are the good things with the sensual bachata growing as big as it is now? Mm-hmm. And what do you think are the bad things that are happening now with such growth?
Good things and bad things with bachata.
If you could name few for each point.
I mean, the good thing when something grows is that you got options. So you have many options to do many things, really. So that gives... many people practicing something, it grows more, you have more chances to develop more things, and the dance grows, basically. So I think that's the beauty, and you have more people to dance with, and you have a bigger community, and basically, it's beautiful, because dancing in general is beautiful.
Yes.
And the dance community, I find it beautiful. So I think the best thing is that you got more chances to learn more things and to share with more people.
Mm-hmm. And the bad things?
Bad things is, I would say, the main bad things I would say is learning from or getting introduced in the wrong way. There are many chances to get. At the end of the day, look, people are people. People are people. Baby. Things happen when we go to dance. Sometimes happen things that are nice, things that are not nice, But at the end of the day, basically, people have the issues, and they have the issues in the work, the group of people work, or the group of people they go out for bowling, or the group of people they go for skating, or the group of people they go for dancing. So that's the thing, is basically, that people get into drama, or they learn in the wrong way because they went with somebody who is not, proper trained. So for that, what I would say is basically go and try to get reviews from when you get to learn to dance, because you have to be, the most important is to be safe. And some people don't have idea about being safe. It's when you have a training instructor, they're going to be taking care of the students not to get hurt. First, physically practicing, second, into social situations. So helping you, like the protocol of going to dance, so.
Absolutely, because as the scene grows, more teachers appear, and not everybody is necessarily as qualified. And they might get qualified with time, and everything, but maybe in that moment
it's the issue, because we're teaching arts. Where is the right qualification? This is not like a technical test you're getting.
No, but what you said is important. If you can't keep your students safe, if you can't get that,
for me, that's priority.
That's priority.
Number one.
So art can be debated, like what is right thing to do and what is not, but the safety, like what is going to hurt somebody and not, or build a better community,
and that's super important in fundamentals for Bachata Sensual, because it includes a lot of big movements, and especially women have to bend a lot, they have to do many moves, so they need to learn how to hold themselves, how to protect themselves. Rasa is authentic pro. Protecting herself.
Yeah, that's true.
She can do
one thing I've learned is
Rasa can follow. She can follow any random thing that comes to your head, and you can lead. Okay. So if you can lead it, she can follow it. But if she gets into a position or in a situation that she's not comfortable with, she's perfectly able. One of the girls in this country that can perfectly able to stop the move and go in another direction and even smile to you. So it's like, and that's a nice way, actually.
I usually look at the guy as like, I know, we both know.
That's
okay,
it. Let's move on.
Let's move along. I know what
so you girls need to learn that, and guys need to learn that, and guys need to learn to, you need to learn to body roll. It's very nice to do the big movement where doing contortions with the girl, and then you do another combo, and go up and down. But you're breaking the girl one way, and the other way you look like a stick because you're just moving the girl. And to be a good leader, you need to be a good dancer. You have to be a good dancer. Dancing comes from you out. So that takes experience many times, to be able to find those little pieces of fundamentals and put them together and show it to people. So, there are many teachers who can show you many things, but it's getting somebody who is done it with time and they have the experience to drive you in the way. Because what matters the most for me when I see people learning to dance is the first year. The first year when they go to classes and they learn the fundamentals is the most fun, because every day you come out of the class, you learn something new.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I went one grade up, I went to the next level,
That's right, right.
It's exciting. There's nothing more exciting than that year. But that year is when you can really crash. If you learn something wrong, you can hit somebody badly, or you can hurt yourself.
That's right.
Have an injury that can really hurt, like,
that's right.
Fucking shoulder, the neck, hernia. You can get all of that. So the most important, this is a good warm-up. Always a good warm-up. What you're going to use. So please, Bachata Central teachers, rotation, please do this in the beginning of the class, okay? A couple of minutes, but like 4 bars, 6 bars, you just do it, stretch a little bit.
Just do it.
The people not break.
True. So, okay, another question that I think is important to mention. A lot of people now watch a lot of Instagram, TikTok, social media videos, and there's a lot of like naked women with tongs. Okay. Even though you enjoy it. Well, this is exactly my point, okay? They see all of these videos and they dancing very close and intimately and almost kissing and making out with the guys that they're dancing with. So then it attracts a different kind of audience that didn't necessarily learn the culture or doesn't necessarily come for the dance or the love of it. They come because they think that this is what what they can get.
They think this is a propuesta indecente.
They think that that's normal. The question is, how do we actually protect our scene from people who are being now disrespectful? And even if they not knowingly are disrespect people, women and men, they might not even know that they're disrespectful. They just don't know any better maybe sometimes. But there's a lot of also that are definitely disrespectful. How do we protect our scene when the social media is just bombarding people with basically something that they show that it's okay, which is definitely not?
That's an always ongoing issue. Wherever you go out. But this is always ongoing issue in dancing. But I think something that we have very well approach, and we do pretty well in Latin dance, which is, I think the first thing is having a nice protocol that you teach the students, like which way approach each other in a way that is nice and is respectful, how to approach when you're dancing, which parts should be closed, which ones no. And the very first thing is, I always tell girls, if you're not comfortable, I tell everyone, but I focus more on girls because men on average are bigger. So that's it, we are bigger, we have more chances to be the one harming than being the one harmed. That's it. So basically telling, if you're not comfortable, you stop dancing and you can say, thank you, I'll leave.
That's right.
And that's it. And you don't need to do more really. And you don't need to do more. You don't need to stay dancing with a guy. If you're not comfortable with somebody, just don't dance with them. And you can say thank you. And if after they want to talk to you, you can talk to each other. If you don't feel like telling, look, I don't feel like, you want to invent a little excuse or no, you can explain or you can know, but you don't need to be judged for not wanting to dance. If they want to judge you, it's a problem.
Not yours.
So but what it is for sure is if you're not comfortable, no. And now, if there is somebody who actually is being disrespectful with
yes.
Knowing or not, but he's doing it.
Yeah.
The first thing, especially for women, please go and talk to the organizer of the event.
Yes.
Because they will take care of the situation. And we always take care of the situation, If you report somebody and you report somebody in the party, you can be for sure that is going to be addressed.
Definitely.
I've got people reported. We have had issues. These things happen. But in dancing happen very little.
Yeah, much less.
Because people learn this protocol. So guys know, okay, you must approach a girl if she's showing you interest in being approached. You cannot just, hello, baby. No, it's not right. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
You see?
Now we're talking.
End of the game. Guys? Go away, okay? Go have a drink. Remember, have a drink, okay?
Your first...
Have a drink is important. No alcoholic. Just have a drink wherever you go.
It's a moment to
support
talk.
The place.
The promoter emerges. Support the venue so we could keep the night. Yeah. No, but it's true. You have to be respectful. But the most important thing, as he says, if you're uncomfortable, walk away. Man or woman, doesn't matter. But of course, for women, it's a little bit different. And if somebody is blatantly disrespectful, touching you inappropriately or something, tell promoters.
Girls, you need to report it. And you need to report it to police too if somebody's touching you.
Yeah.
Because it happened, one guy has molested one girl and then he has molested another girl. And then he has molested another girl. And then he has molested another girl. And then the fifth girl has reported the guy. Yeah. And then she finds out that 4 more girls have been molested, but they haven't done anything.
Yes.
So it's scary, but you need to do it.
Yeah, for the community.
Yeah, you need to do it. We are here for you.
Absolutely.
We are here for you.
Absolutely.
Okay? That you can be sure, there is no event. There is no bachata event that you're going to find where the promoters are not supporting people.
Yes, it's true.
Okay,
now to a different topic. And this is controversial, but it's definitely something that is happening. Mm-hmm. And I think you would be a perfect person to talk about this. And the reason I say this, because you also love Dominican bachata. And we go to Dominican Republic together. We both enjoy it. We talk about traditions and we explain where bachata comes from, which is Dominican Republic, of course, where they call it just bachata. we need to say Dominican sometimes just for people to understand.
No?
Yeah,
So
we're outside.
Yeah.
But basically, what happens a lot of the times, Dominican people, Dominicans, they, not all, but some, and a lot of them feel like sensual bachata is insulting their culture. That the name itself, sensual bachata, is like, they say that it doesn't even look like bachata anymore. So it's insulting even to call it bachata. And so they have a lot of problems and they write a lot of comments to people who dance only sensual bachata. They might not even do Dominican bachata at all. What would you say to that kind of thing? Do you think it's fair to say that? How do you think people who dance sensual bachata should approach that kind of
That's it for the people in sensual bachata. And for Dominicans too, can I speak too?
you get whatever you think about.
To be honest, I haven't seen that much.
You haven't seen that?
No,
that
I
much?
see much more people who are not from Dominican Republic. I like Dominican bachata criticizes strongly bachata sensual much more than Dominicans themselves. We have been there.
Yeah,
we've been
there.
with the people there. The people who were criticizing it there,
The people who
they
are
were criticizing bachata sensual. They were having fun when talking to me.
Yeah.
They were having fun. They actually like it. It's like, that's the thing, is that they criticize because you want the top artists always to be from your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And bachata sensual is being a big boom. But they can appreciate it. You can see, we got friends from there.
We do.
Like Carlos and Susan, like Swagger Boy, like Farifeo, all these guys, Brandy here. So these guys, some of them dance and teach bachata sensual.
Yes.
And why? Because they're dancers. The dancers appreciate it. Dominicans, more or less. But it's normal, because it's something that comes out, it's a new art. But art is like that. Art comes and goes. But hey, art comes and goes. But if we're learning something that's called bachata, you need to find out what's going on with that.
Yes.
Where does it come from? How they came from? Bachata sensual just came from ignorance in the beginning. It's because in Spain we didn't have enough Dominican bachata teachers teaching Dominican bachata, and just came out our own style. In the beginning for Corca UD, spreading it, then getting big figures joining there like Daniel and Desiree, which they actually have led so much, Daniel and Desiree, to bachata sensual. Now it's like bachata sensual is like bachata fusion, or bachata sensual is bachata sensual. There are so many brands now, like little branches going, smooth bachata, or all of this. But what really matters is that we get to learn about the fundamentals. Where does it come from? Because I tell you something, guys, you might love bachata sensual and dancing maybe to a remix, but when you advance, you get better. You start to see these guys who are really breaking the dance floor, and they're breaking it with bloody fast songs with crazy guitars.
Yes.
And they're hitting every beat.
Yes.
And you are loving it.
And where do you think that comes from?
So there is a lot of mixture, but what the important thing is trying to learn from, the bass. And I tell you something, if you like bachata music and the bachata rhythm, and you go to Dominican Republic, it's like heaven.
Yeah.
That's
why we go there so many times. It's just,
I need to go back. It's been a while now, really.
After COVID, we never came back.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's nothing like it. It's nothing like it.
Such experience. And it's the thing, it's like also many people who are not Spanish or Spanish natives, they criticize a lot the bachata sensual, and they don't even realize how much connection we have. Like the music goes from one to the other side. Spanish conquistadors, they went there and they colonized the island. And then there were African slaves there. And Dominicans are mixed race with Spanish and African blood. The sub part is the people from there, actually, there are very little left, And on the side, pure African Haiti,
Yes.
So we have a blood connection. Like, I grew up listening to Juan Luis Guerra. The culture is completely mixed. So, okay, we took it, and it's crazy because in Spain, it's now in the, like, Capital Radio here is Los 40 Principales in Spain. And you listen to so many bachata. When I left Spain, that didn't happen. You wouldn't listen one bachata in radio stations. And now they play every day.
Yeah.
So it's a cultural revolution that has happened in my country.
Yeah.
So, and it's so linked. Like, Spanish people love them both.
Such an interesting way you put it. Actually, I have never heard anybody speak from actual how much we have. Well, not me. I'm Lithuanian, so, I have no input. I'll bring the pickles.
You will survive.
I'll bring the pickles and vodka to the party. But yeah,
always welcome.
But from the Spanish and from the Dominican, the way you put it together is very interesting. I've never actually heard anybody say it that way, which is
we have a lot of history together.
You do.
With all Latin America, and because they were part of the kingdom, there was not just colonies.
Beautiful.
So it's all the link, and so people love it, and they go from one to another side. Singers, they get the song from one country, take it to the other country, make it like in my country. What's typical in Andalusia? Making a rumba, make a rumba of any song. Don't believe in just watch rumba. Anything rumba. What do they do in Dominican Republic? A bachata song, a merengue.
Yeah.
And now a dembow.
Yeah.
So it's mixing. It's going. The important thing is try to learn where it comes from.
And
how
educate your students.
Yeah. Yes. And you have teacher, please. Don't stop learning. And try to always bring as much open umbrella of information to your people, because that's what we owe to the students is giving them as much. They're going to go wherever they want.
Yes.
Right? So
our job is to give as much as we can through education, and they're going to do what they want to do anyway, right?
Yeah, you are our babies, many of you guys. You don't know, but you are our babies.
Yeah, you don't know, but you wouldn't be where you are without us. Now, Peynao, is there something about sensual bachata that we haven't talked about that you think we should talk about?
About sensual bachata? Ooh.
Is there something that we haven't mentioned that you think it's important to mention?
You got me off guard. Right now.
I think we covered it more or less. Guys, this is what the comments are there for as well. If we haven't actually covered a topic that you would like to hear about more, leave a comment. And if there's enough comments, guys, I will bring Peynao back if you would like to come back.
We can talk other things.
we can talk about many other things. But in the meantime, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, then you're going to have a special gift. Every podcast, we have our guests leave you with something special. So Peynao is going to show you after this a little move that you can learn immediately from sensual bachata. It's going to be super, super fast, but it's something that you will enjoy and can incorporate immediately. In the meantime as well, this guy is responsible for many competitions. He has many parties, and I'm going to link all of those details in the bio. So make sure you have a look, and if you want to check him out or join any of the events.
Nice things coming up, actually.
And nice things coming up. We're going to link everything so you can check it out. And if you're ever in London, visit. And even if you're not in London, you can get to know a little bit more of Peynao and the impact it had on the dancing. Peynao, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Besito.
Thank you.
And now say goodbye to everybody. Oh, say to subscribe.
Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you, guys.
Hello, I'm Peynao Bachatero, and I'm going to teach you how to do a body roll. So this is going to be 5 moves or 6. 1, get into your position, chest 1. 1, chest out. Like you are very upset with somebody, what's your problem? 1, 2, you go with shoulders back. Somebody's pulling of you. I want to kill you. No, still chest down. Sorry, chest up. Now chest down. Keep your six pack up. Now belly down. Keep your hips up. And then finally hips. So it's chest, shoulder, chest, belly, and hips. Chest, shoulder, chest, belly, and hips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Si me lo muestra en privado, sabe los truquitos pa' dejarme enganchado. Frente a la cámara como un loco enamorado. Hola, privado. Y mi vida no, si me lo muestra en privado. Un tesoro que ella tiene muy bien guardado. Cada noche hacemos travesura y en privado. Y a mí me encanta lo que veo. Me encanta lo que veo. Siento que se aceleran mis deseos. Es que ella tiene eso perfecto.